And we're live. Hello and welcome to another episode of HexConference.com update. Here with Tony from FreedomTV.info and Patrick Hexline from the US Road Tour here, and myself, Maddie ALLin. Welcome, guys.
Hello, Maddie. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for having me too, Maddie. And of course,
pleasure.
I'm really excited about what's going on, the big buzz about the tour, and of course the conference. We're really on track on certain things. So, and then also I've been hearing good things from Richard Hart, right? From his
We've got
tour.
so much to cover today. We better run the intro before things get too juicy. So here we go.
Sure. All right.
All right, so I'm here.
Hello.
Louis, and this has been my first experience in West Road Tour stops in person. I gotta say, very impressed. I just was always impressed by the quality of the people who've shown up to the events, right, and the quality of the team here, and how you guys have packets together for everybody. I just meet up, not just workshops. Right? So it's really cool because you can feel an energy when Hexicans get together. That's
So my favorite part right now, so always when we have from those cities meet each other. It's like, you're from here as well? Yeah, you're from here as well. And this is one of my favorite parts, like when the people come together to our work, meet each other from the same region, and then uh, the ideas get running. Like, yeah, we should do something here in town. Let's get the context from each other and so on. And I got this experience already on several workshops, so really cool.
Can we fix the audio?
Yeah. So there's a couple comments that the audio is kind of bad.
It's low.
It's choppy. Even like with me, I can't hear it.
How about now?
Now that's better.
Now?
Okay. I can hear you now.
Is it just mine? 1, 2, 3, check. 1, 2, 3, audio check.
That's good. Yeah.
All right. Looks like it's better now.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
So sorry, what were you saying, Patrick?
Yeah. So one of my favorite parts during the workshops is when people from the same region come together and then they meet each other for the first time. You are also from town. Nice. Here and there. And then they exchange contacts and already. So at one workshop, they already started planning like, yeah, let's make a local Telegram group and let's also have some meetings in the future. So that is one of my favorite parts of the outcomes of the workshop.
In the future. We like the future here in Hex because we're all time locking our money, saving ourselves from ourselves and all those terrible banksters. But you know about that, Tony, don't you?
I do. The banks, they're not your friend. That's right. All I can tell you. They're there to make their big business. They're making money off of your money. And so what's the tour, I heard it's like pretty much the mission is be your own bank. So why don't you be your own bank, get into Hex, do what's right for you and your family. And I like that too. So I know you know, when we did the meetup here in Vegas, also in Anaheim, and that I went on the stops and the tours, that was exciting too, that people started connecting with each other, and they're like, oh, let's get together, let's exchange information, let's start getting a buzz in their own community. Because, you know, when you're isolated, right, uh and you think you're the only Mexican in your community, it's kind of like, well, what am I going to do? But when you feel that community and you connect and regroup with other like-minded people, it's just like magic, right? You just feel
It
like
is.
there's someone there that can back you up, that is, you know, you guys can help each other make sure that you get onboarded correctly, or your family gets onboarded correctly, and that they can see that you're not alone. You're not just this crazy dude, right, going on a tangent with
I never thought that.
right,
Eccentric, maybe.
yeah, maybe eccentric, I don't know. But yeah, you know, when you have family and friends that you can connect with that are like-minded, it's way better, you know what I mean?
For
So,
sure.
I mean, you know about that, right? So it's also, it's like psychology. People love to conjugate with their tribe. So,
Your tribe
you
is
know,
your
man.
vibe. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the
people are
tribe is the
social
vibe.
animals, and you know, through community, that's one way that we, you know, we build our hobbies and interests, that we feel like we're not alone on this third rock from the sun or whatever.
So in the Telegram, there's I mean, in the chat, C.P. I guess he's from Denmark. I was wondering if he went to Copenhagen. Ooh.
Nice. Looks like he did, because I see a picture of him and Richard Hart together as his
Oh
profile
yeah,
pic.
there you go. Nice,
That answers that question.
nice. That answered the question.
So
Awesome.
CP, I hope you had fun in Copenhagen together with Richard.
Absolutely.
Looks like.
Yeah. So, um, you know, if you want to dive in, I mean, let's talk about the tour. Like, so what's your next? What was St. Louis like, and are you looking forward for the next stop?
Yeah, sure. We're always looking forward to the next stop. So here in St. Louis, we had a great time with Maddie. Yesterday, we had first a great photo shooting next to the arch. Then we head over to the workshop, our social hour up front of the workshop. Also, like with photo shooting in front of the Marriott Hotel, with the Hex car, with the DeLorean, and then the workshop itself. A lot of new people showed up. Actually, we had. About 20 new wallets created yesterday, and then in the end a good question and answer. Thanks for Mehdi as well. He also said some nice words about theirs and about the idea behind Hex.
It was the least I could do.
Sure. And then we ended it with giving out hats and t-shirts, and the second prize, the 2000 Hex giveaway, and the main prize, the 6000 Hex giveaway.
So you heard it, guys, from here. So it's not only 5,555 giveaway. We're giving out more Hex. Is that what's going on?
Yes, that's what's going on. So thanks to the
Beautiful.
community, somebody came to me and asked me if he can also give some hacks for increase the giveaways. Of course, I accepted, and now we have a higher first prize and additionally a second prize as well at each and every workshop.
So over here, so Chicago. Let's talk about Chicago. So you're gonna go see Johnny Chaos.
Yes, so
Hold up. We didn't finish talking
Oh,
about St. Louis yet.
yes.
All right. So
oh,
I had two
sorry.
of my you know, best friends in the world come out, and they don't know as much about Hex, but they got to see these guys in action at the workshop. They got to see the community and the high quality of people that is in Hex already. And so that was really meaningful to me. One of my buddies came. I've known him for 18 years. And then Daphne, who braided my hair for the 25-cent stream, she came too. And I've known her for like 12 years or something. So yeah, it was really fun. We got to bust out the DeLorean next to the Hex car. There were crowds of people coming up all night, you know. So I was ready for action, right? So I already knew when people walked up, I knew what they wanted from me. And so I took their camera and let them hold on to this hoverboard so that they could get a picture with the car. And of course, the doors were up and everything, so that was pretty impressive. And we got lots of people, you know, the perfect picture that they've always wanted, because I've got some experience now figuring out what the right angles are for the car and everything. So yeah, I think it was like, you know, it was really successful. A lot of people, they were asking, you know, well, what is Hex? And so I was practicing giving a better 10-second pitch to people who are DeLorean fans.
Nice. So we're cross-pollinating now, our tribe.
That's right. Yeah.
Nice.
The fleet gets more and more impressive as the tour continues.
Right.
And
so now we have 5 cars now? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it depends how you calculate it. So we have the 3 wrapped cars, the Staker App car, the Pulse Chain car, and the Hex car. Then we have the car of our film guy, you know, who carries all the equipment in his truck. Then we have another OG who is on the tour as well with his Subaru. And now we have Maddie with the DeLorean. So that would be already 6 cars.
Wow. So we're growing. That's good. That's really good. So when you were here in St. Louis, I think do you want to talk about how you got a phone call, right? For someone?
Yeah, so when
Patrick?
we arrived in St. Louis, or when Richard was in Copenhagen, one of our Kryptosparbuch guys, Mars, is always following Richard around Europe and making the live streams as well. And he streamed from Prague and from Zurich and from Amsterdam and now from Copenhagen as well. And afterwards, they had dinner, and Mars called me and handed me over to Richard, and I had a nice quick FaceTime call with Richard. He wishes us all the best. He said we are doing a great job here, and yeah, lots of fun on the tour, and all the best.
That's good. No, that's awesome, because you know, when we have kudos from the big guy, right? Oh, that's awesome. Look at those. Look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, I like
car.
this picture. Hey, awesome work, Maddie. Awesome work.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So this top part, where was this taken? The all these hexagons.
So that was so this hextour.us is just kind of my blog that I'm using to announce which stops at the US Road Tour that I'll be bringing the DeLorean to. And so this is kind of, this here is kind of a collection of what I've been doing this month. I went to the Freddie Quotes meetup in Washington, D.C. And then I got the DeLorean. And, yeah. Yep. And got a picture with the DeLorean next to a cornfield, like in the movie. I got to go out to Vegas and see you guys pick up your car and get it wrapped and see the design for that. And so I actually made this before St. Louis started. But yeah, it's a nice little piece to show some of the cars. And I hope to get better pictures with all of them, of course.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. We should post those. So
hell yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm Kryptosparbach. Is that how I pronounce it? Is that how I pronounce it?
Yeah,
right?
That was really good. Kryptosparbuch.
Yep. Yeah. Kryptosparbach. I mean, you guys been blowing your channel up, obviously, because they're following two tours, the Richard Hart tour and the US tour. So I think I mean, there's so much buzz going on. I know everybody's excited. I've been getting call after call, is like, how can I help? How can I contribute? Guys, if you guys emailed me, just give me some time to go through the emails, because there's quite a bit of emails there. And I guess the big question is, how can I help? Yeah, just you guys are just create the buzz, bring your friends and family. A lot of our venues have been picked out. They've been already pre-rented. So we have, everything has been pretty much all the way to November has been arranged. So so we're going like month to month because of what's going on, you know, the big C. We don't know. Some states get really restrictive. Some states are pretty lax. So it depends on what state you are in. You know, if you want to you know, give us the lay of the land. It's mainly information, where like a good bar, a good restaurant, maybe you're the bar owner or the restaurant owner, or you work there, just give us a heads up, and we can make arrangements to rent out the space and ahead of time. Or if you want to, like, you're a big bag Hexagon and you want to flaunt and hex flex, if you want to like host the tour, for example, like we had Brandon Billibrand, Balliot Brand, sorry, Brandon. I know him as Brandon. He hosted some of the parts of the Seattle stop. We had Casey that pretty much he paid for everything for the Napa stop. So also like
Mitchell
Hex-Ray
from
Vision.
San Diego.
Yes, and Matthew from San
Mitchell.
Diego. Huh?
Mitchell.
Right. What's his name?
Mitchell.
Mitchell. And also we had Hex-Ray Vision that just took over the Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake, yeah.
Yeah, stop, and he paid for the venue and pretty much was our eyes and he started passing out the flyers to every single coffee shop. We had a really good turnout. Is that correct, Patrick?
Yes,
Salt Lake City.
was a great workshop in Salt Lake City. Yeah, over 50 people showed up.
Wow,
New people.
50 new coiners. That's awesome. I mean, because not only they, because they have the 50 new coiners, but of course, we're getting this viral thing going where those 50 people, if they only get one more person onboarded, their friend or family member, that's how we're going to get this spark going. To me, the tour is like a spark, and all the new coiners is like fire, just creating this fire of a hex in pulse, this buzz. I mean, if you go in the YouTube channels, you can see that pulse is being talked about a lot. And so just let's keep up the good work. And it's so funny because it's so impressive to me. We're only like not even 2 months into the tour, and we got 4 months more to go. And imagine like all the way to the convention. So if you want to talk about that, so
I want to talk about a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think like one of my predictions is that people are going to come and try to flex at these different hex tours. We already saw Sticker Guy, as he's named. He was showing up with stickers for Richard Hart and, stealing the conversation for an hour, asking so many good questions. So, what will people bring to give away on the US Road Tour? How will they top the Sticker Guy and make a name for themselves? Right? We're excited to see that unfold. And then also just a note on, I think, so the tour's been planned out about a month, and then there's all these other dates and cities that have arrangements being made. And it's every reason to stay tuned, to find out what you can do in your city, and whether the tour is going to be able to be going to where the most people are, right? And so that's something you want to subscribe to FreedomTV.info on YouTube. You want to go to their website and keep updated on all the calendar events. And then, of course, on my channel, I'll always make announcements and cross promote because that's what we do here. And
so
subscribe
you share
to Kryptosparbach as well. In the links below on YouTube are all of the links to everybody, as always.
Yeah. So if you see on a stop that it says TBD, to be determined, obviously it's because it's way out. Especially like Texas and Florida, we're still those stops. We're still working things out with the venues and the contracts with the venues. Most of them are going to be at the Marriott's because we have an account with them. So other than if you have a Hexagon or Big OG come out and say, hey, I want to host my town, then of course we'll give you the lead on that. So that's what we're pretty much doing. Kudos to Albany, New York. We have Teddy and Lindsay. They're pretty much the ones that are putting it on. They've been integral to put the Albany, New York stop. They're actually, if you don't see a stop on, but we are going to pass by your town and you want us to stop and do a little small meetup, hit us up. If it's in our logistically sound and we can do it, we're giving people the chance to do that. For example, like Albany was not planned to be there, but Lindsay and Teddy, they pretty much said, we need you over here, and it was on the way to New York City. So we said in Boston. So we said, okay, we'll go ahead and plan a stop there. Same thing with Lancaster.
Same goes for Lancaster, and same goes for
Yep.
Philadelphia, right?
Yep, that is correct. So was not planning on a stop in Philadelphia, and we had Toth's child that just said, we got to have this in Philadelphia, and if you want to telegram him, he's pretty much getting the buzz out there in Philadelphia. And of course, in Lancaster, we were with Matthew. Sorry, that's the Matthew I was talking about. So everything's great. I mean, I'm really surprised on how the Hexagon community has really embraced us, and I'm just elated that we can serve our community in any way. It is a little bit chaotic sometimes. However, we're just definitely getting through this.
Yeah. And kudos to everybody who's been involved and who's been making a difference. These types of things are not easy to pull off. And so the entire team, the mobile studio that we have from Rob here is fantastic. People are commenting on how good the picture quality is. They're proud, right? Because I always have bad lighting until now. And then
until now. Rob has been an integral part of of the tour. I want to give him his shout out because which is Wildcard Studio. They're based here in Vegas. They have their own studio, and I don't see anybody else giving us the great presence. And obviously he's a Hexagon too, so he was proud to be on the tour.
And you can follow his Instagram in the links below.
Yep. Perfect.
Wildcard LV, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Wildcard LV. Wildcard Studio LV, yeah.
Yep. And then we got Rainmaker, who's been out here profiling people and making sure everybody has a good time.
Yeah. Rainmaker for real. Barry. Are they doing funny faces? Is that what's going on? You guys are laughing?
Sometimes I have a random joke that like people, they get it. So
I see.
Yeah. And then so he's contributing, right? And like always brightening people's days and giving his positive energy out. So we appreciate Barry and everything he's doing for the strategy of the conference, for handling all the people, right? And being the problem solver that he is, the guy who can fix anything. You got a dead body lying around, or you need some omega-3 from Walmart for a bunch of people. He's gonna deliver no matter what. And
well, I mean, kudos to him. He's the type of guy that you said, I got a dead body in my car. He'll say, okay, great, where's the shovel? Right.
And one is still missing for a good shout out, and that's BHEX Kaylin. She's also on the tour. She came to the first workshop, to the second workshop, to the third workshop, and then just sticked with us. And she's creating the music videos and also organizing a lot on the tour for us. She's registering all the people for the workshops, helping me with the giveaways. So also a great Hexagon to support us as well.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm just dumbfounded. I have no words of appreciation for Black Hexagon. She came to us in in Vegas. She's been to every single stop. Her dedication is just I can't. I mean, I don't. I have no words. It makes me even want to cry because she's been integral to keep us all cohesive. She's like our big mom. So, uh, and also, not only that, because what she's giving out with her music videos, and her husband. I mean, you got to understand, she's a mom, right? She's got 3 kids at home, and she decided to go on a tour with a bunch of dudes, and to be okay with that, and and wrangle us and pretty much tell us what to do. She's the one that like coordinates right there with each stop, every workshop, make sure that the workshop goes out without a hitch, anything that people need, even where Rob, like she helps out Rob with the setup and the lighting and all of that. I mean, she's so, I mean, she's been a rock. She's just been a rock of a person. So definitely give her kudos. She just streamed on our stream, FreedomTV.info. There at YouTube, you can see her section is called "Let's Talk About Hex." So, and she's interviewing a bunch of ladies and onboarding a bunch of ladies. So, which we do need. We need more ladies in Hex. So, um,
Women deserve to be financially free, and that's why
course.
I brought her on Hex Therapy the other day when we were all at the Hex meetup here
Wonderful.
in St. Louis. And so I got lots of positive feedback immediately about people really liking her and her message and her style. So yeah, it's really cool to be around so many impressive people.
Mm-hmm. And then of course Taylor, right? Tyler. Yeah, Taylor.
Don't call him Tyler. It's Taylor.
It's Taylor. So he's been I don't know, he just hanged out. He's hanging out with us right on the tour, and he's same thing. He's going in his own little Subaru around the country with you guys. I think he's same thing. He showed up in Vegas, and he's been there every single day. He's following us.
And he likes to go alternative routes. So what we usually do when we go from one destination to the next one, we have our own little private Telegram group, and everybody activates his live tracking, and then you can see everybody's point on the map, and like you see everybody in a line, on the highway, and then 20 minutes later you look again, and then one guy, Taylor, is already like off the highway and driving around somewhere else over the mountains.
That's funny. I mean, and what my experience of him is like, if he's like, hey, I need to, lug some stuff up, he'll roll up his sleeves. No questions asked. He just loves the Hex community. And of course, I think he understands what we're doing, and it's so important to get the buzz out. So
yeah, actually he came to the first workshop and never went back home.
Yeah, he hasn't gone back home, right? So he's just like, I'm here, and he wants to hang out, and we need more people like Taylor. So I mean, my kudos to him. Another person,
we call that sudden road trip syndrome.
I like that.
That's funny.
So you have the tour now, what?
Yeah, I got this sudden tour syndrome as well. Got a big old case of it here. So like I think people are going to continue to build into this snowball, right? A snowball effect of people seeing the leadership, seeing the inspiration, seeing the message, the purpose that you get from onboarding new people and celebrating with people that have already been in it for a while. Right. This is powerful stuff. So my prediction is lots of people are going to FOMO into the tour. They're never going to go home, and will become a traveling show.
Nice.
I mean, the later you join the tour, you don't need to be so long on the tour. You know what I mean? So if you join in Texas, then it's just like the Texas months and 1 month after that. And then we are already at the Hex conference in Vegas.
Right. They can always just, exactly. Just if you want to get to the conference, You can go through the road tour and just don't get off. Don't get off the ride. So definitely, that's one way to do it.
And
So
I'm so
definitely get
looking
your ticket
forward,
now.
for the next stops to meet new people, to meet the OG Hexicans as well. Already, like a lot of people reached out to us who are like in the next stops, like Matt Crypto Coffee, or then just yesterday, Motley, the investor, told me like, yeah, somewhere on the West Coast he will join, and then I guess the Quant Gang will be somewhere as well. And yes, so a lot of great people. Then Cabana is also on the East Coast, was I know. So a lot of
Oh yeah.
OGs and meetups ahead of us. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so we got David Morales already reached out to us, and so he's going to be
Yeah,
hosting the
David
Miami
is in
stop.
Miami, no?
Yes, Miami, and then
And
also
with Mitchell as well.
Mitchell.
Michael. Yeah,
Yes, Michael P.
yeah.
and senior and junior. They're in Fort Lauderdale, so we're already arranging to have that stop. And there's people from Fort Lauderdale. I'm sorry, they're from Fort Lauderdale, and then we have the Tampa guys that we're talking right now and making arrangements. So I'm really happy. We still need someone for Washington D.C. We still need someone if they want for Atlanta. We need someone that can be our contact, even Charlotte, North Carolina. If you guys want to have us hit us up, I have a lot of people that wants to for Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. So those are good. So those are all good stops, and we, just if you guys telegram us or just email us, is best at IAM at FreedomTV.info, IAM at FreedomTV.info. So if you want to pull up the schedule, I think you guys gonna have a free. So your Chicago stop is gonna be really off the hook
Yeah, so
because
tomorrow we will drive to Chicago and get everything set up there. Then on Monday we have like the planning day of the week, and on Tuesday we will be hosted by Johnny Chaos. So we'll drive a little bit outside of Chicago. What I know, Maddie is on this day really busy streaming and so on. So the rest of us go ahead and join Johnny Chaos a bit outside of Chicago. There is also a meetup as well in the brewery in the evening. Then on Wednesday we have a meetup in our Airbnb in Chicago. On Thursday, I'm looking forward to a basketball game here.
that's
Also,
correct.
thanks to BHEX, we got a nice little suite, I would say big suite
Yeah,
in the stadium. So looking forward for that. And then on Friday is the next workshop in Chicago. Saturday
yeah.
we have like our off day, maybe like create some content, make some photo shootings or something like that. And then on next Sunday we are already off to the next stop.
Cool. If you pull up, Maddie, if you just scroll up there's a calendar you can kind of see, so people can see on the calendar. So you can see the Chicago meetup. If you click on that, it'll actually have you can RSVP. Excuse me. And you can have the address and the times that you can be there. And of course, the reason why we want our people to RSVP, so we know how many people are coming out and we can get accounted for. The especially for the meetups and the workshops, we need to know how many chairs to put out, and so how many people we can are expecting. So that'll be awesome. So by the way,
Absolutely. Yeah.
it says 34 plus, right? Actually, it's Chicago. There's actually 68 people that have been RSVP'd already.
Wow.
Yeah, because that gets updated every the RSVP there on the calendar gets updated every 24 hours. So we've said this weekend people have been really RSVPing a lot. So that gets on the back end. Actually, that gets us a notice to us, so we know what's going on. So if you want to even subscribe to our channel, and also our you can write us a note on IAM at FreedomTV.info.
Perfect.
Perfect. So do you want to talk about the convention?
It's not a convention.
Yeah.
A conference. A conference. The
Tony,
Hexpo.
next time that cost you 1,000 hex. Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So new challenge for
See, I
TMoney.
like this.
Yes.
Yeah, new
This is
challenge for
good.
TMoney.
It's
always.
like a swear jar, except calling it other than
So
hexconference.com.
conference.com. So which is the Hexpo, right?
That's right. So it includes hexpo.online and hexpo.vegas because it tells you what it is and where it is, of course. The January 6th through 9th event will be happening online, and in person 369 March 6th through 9th in Las Vegas. And we're really excited. I know some of the people that I met last night, they were like, I've been waiting to buy a ticket, but now that I see you in real life, I'm ready to buy my ticket too. So we had people pulling out their phones, buying tickets last night. And so that's really exciting, because people, they feel the energy and then they want something to look forward to as their next Hex meetup. So that's pretty cool to see. I did change the game theory around the tickets because I realized only selling 40 tickets every week for 40 weeks, that was going to, limit and leave meat on the bone for the next guy. But really, we don't want to enable bad behavior. And so really putting all the tickets available now, it's going to stop, people from thinking they can buy them late and then the conference not getting funded. So if you don't have a ticket yet, they're all on sale. And when we run out, then there won't be any more. So go to hexticket.com and get yours today, because that helps us fund the conference, to put the deposits down on all the space and all the goodies that we need. And so, yeah, it's really exciting to see also how many speakers have signed up. Like already over 50 Hex streamers are they're in it to win it. And so it's obviously what we predicted, because we know that the community values this chance to come together, to educate each other, to cross promote all of our audiences. And that's what we saw with the first Hex conference, with the first mass Hex meetup, right? And now we're combining these two concepts. It's really exciting. So what else do we have about the Hex conference?
Yeah, Maddie, I'm really looking forward to it. So it's a 4-day conference, if I have it right in my mind.
That's right.
Yeah. And 4 days packed of content, packed of fun and of meetups and so on. So I'm really looking forward to meet all the Hexicans who we meet like now in the little steps, and then we combine everybody in Vegas next year and have a huge, big, nice conference.
That's right.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah. So we got, so can you tell everybody that we're capping our ticket sales? What's the number?
1369.
1369, 1369. So get your ticket early. Do you know how many tickets we've already sold, Matt?
I think like maybe about a quarter.
A quarter
like
already
a
has
fifth
been
or a
sold?
quarter, somewhere in there. So
there's still time. I mean, that they're gonna go fast. So I got my ticket. So, and my
I
team.
I bought out of my pocket too, right?
Yeah,
Because
I bought my
that's
ticket.
the idea
It's
here.
not like just because we're the organizers doesn't mean we got a free pass. That doesn't.
We wanted to set a good example, so we bought our own tickets, and
that's correct. And so
there it is.
Yeah. So do you got your ticket, Patrick?
Not yet, because Maddie didn't told me that if I'm a speaker that I need a ticket as well.
I left it ambiguous, so you could choose to do the right thing and help us fund it. But I know that I know that we're all contributing in all the different ways that we can, and so that's again why Tony and I chose to do like the volunteerism route, and not tell the other speakers that they need to buy a ticket, but to suggest it. So
Perfect.
it's good stuff, you know.
Yeah, no,
We're
I mean,
all,
Patrick, you're such a great speaker, and you know, you got Hex down, all the math. I'll pay for your ticket if it need be.
exactly.
It's not that I don't want to pay for a ticket. It's like
No,
I
no, I
missed
know.
it. I just missed it.
Yeah,
That's all.
Sure. Okay, so I need to shill harder to the speakers, huh?
yeah.
That's good feedback. All right, I'll shill harder.
No, I mean, it's just I'm excited for the conference. It's like, you know, just the content. Also, like, because we're gonna have Pulse, right? So already there's a big buzz about the new dApps that are going to be done on on the Pulse chain. I mean, that gives you a good soapbox or a standing. So if you guys want to, you know, talk about your project on Pulse, that's the place to do it, right? At the conference, where meeting of the minds and making it better and seeing, you know, connecting with your users so you can make a better product, right, on Pulse. That's what we want to see too, right? So it's not only the Hex, talking about Hex, where we're going to talk about Pulse also, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's open to anybody. You know, we have seen so far at the 369 person Hex meetup that we did this past June in Vegas. You know, the majority of the people who showed up there, they already knew what was up, and they were, in my opinion, really good people who would not show up to something trying to sell juice pyramid schemes, not trying to sell, like, you know, random coins, shit coins that are going to be on the Pulse network. But like, yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think gatekeeping is the right answer, right? Like, you know, censorship, that's not, you know, that's not really the solution, right? The counter to bad speech, you know, is more speech, right? And so I'm not going to be gatekeeping people. I'm going to let people educate themselves, right? Do their own research. And then I'll be here on Coin Gang and like all these other streams to just be like, yo, I told you, you shouldn't buy that shit coin. Like,
Yeah, and I also need to tell the audience out there, be careful when it comes to other things on the Pulse chain. Pulse chain is still a cryptocurrency, and the cryptocurrency market as a whole is still an unregulated market. And on unregulated markets, it's a paradise for scammers. And now on the new chain, on the Pulse chain, we have a near feeless chain. So this is like the paradise for scammers. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm sure that in the beginning, 90% or more of the things on Pulse chain will try to steal your value precious Pulse from you by telling you, I have something better than just the Pulse coin. So be aware, and it's better to stick just with Richard's coins, you know. We just
Absolutely.
learned from the past, you know. We already had a lot of copycats only in Hex as well. So be aware and you don't need to look so much left and right. If you just have Hex and Pulse, the history told us then that you will be fine.
And
It's also a paradise for hexicans who want to onboard new people. But I do like that marketing. That's good. Like, paradise for scammers. Beware, only by
well,
Richard
and
Hart
that's why you
coins.
want to be in the
Like,
know. That's why you want to go to the Hex conference, to know what's viable, what's great, even for developers that want to do a project that is you know, in the best interest of the Hexicans. You know, that's where you can have a meeting of the minds.
I guess the best
Right.
interest for hexicans are finished smart contracts, and everybody
Right.
who comes out with a DApp, which is a finished smart contract, where there is definitely no admin key, and our developers can look over the code and tell us if it's an efficient code and if it has no bugs in it. That are those things where I would have like a deeper look. But besides that, all the projects who are coming out, I rather stick just with Pulse and Hex.
Sure.
I mean, if you guys really want to know about when I went to the future and like checked out all the other coins on Pulse, Hex was definitely, it was the number one. So it's just,
hands down.
you know,
Hands
part of
down.
the, when you own a DeLorean, sometimes you can just go to the future and then see how it all played out. And that's what it is.
True. So that's why we really need to create that community. And I feel that's one of the big things why we're doing the Hex conference, is so that, obviously we can have a good soapbox to really organize what are the next things that we need. We need better onboarding tools. We need a better dexes that facilitates better uptime. We need more new, obviously, to grow the community. We need more innovation. So let's start talking about that, right, as a community. And the only way I felt like with you and Maddie and Quant Gang and Kryptosparbach, what we were talking about is like, hey, how can we make this going to the future, like you said, making sure that we have good onboarding tools and tools that are innovative.
So we already had a logo for Hexpo.online and Hexpo.Vegas, and then I had to make one for like the overarching Hex conference, right? And so I really like this because I think it speaks to the OGs who remember the days when everybody thought on Twitter that Hexicans were bots. And that's what they really thought, because Hexicans were so on point and so organized already.
And fast as well.
Yes. So nothing could have been said on crypto Twitter, that wasn't immediately responded to by a Hexican, even in the early days. And so this is, and then the top hat, is a throwback to what, the 24-hour stream.
Yeah. And like Richard's early streams,
Yes.
like Richard's self-development streams.
And so this is, it's kind of a symbol, that if Hexicans gather right together in real life, then we're definitely not bots. But it's ironic that people thought we were.
So I just wanted to, wrap things up. I guess I want to be considerate of your time, Patrick. I think you have another stream in German, right?
Yes.
In Kryptosparbach. So thank you very much. From my bottom of my heart, Patrick. I remember us three with Kareem sitting. It was 4 guys sitting in a restaurant, coming up with this idea called the tour. And I
was there. It was
it was 4 of us. There's 3 out of the 4. We're missing Kareem. We were at the Hex restaurant. Vegas, and we were just talking about this and saying, what if we did this? And in a very short amount of time, we really put our minds together, got our resources together to pull this off, right? And so we're doing it now. And we could not do this without the Hex community behind us and supporting us. I know that for a fact. And so I am so grateful for you, Patrick, and ALLin, and everybody that's come out, all our supporters. Of course, you, Maddie. I mean, you've been integral in really promoting the conference and also the tour. And, now you're on the tour. I feel a lot better. And well, I'm going to say, the more OGs we can get on the this tour, because I think we would get more onboarders on. We can do fire this up and really create a buzz for the conference so that we can have more speakers, more ideas out there, more organization, because I feel we're going to the next level, right? Right? We're going to the next level. And so RH took our lead, I feel took our lead, and he's promoting like the best way he can, which is doing the European tour. I mean, to me, that was a great compliment to our tour. So, I mean, if Richard Hart, you're listening, thank you very much for believing in us and taking us on this Hex ride. And right, because without you, which is Richard Hart, none of us would come together. None of us would be happening. I'm so excited about the future of what's coming to pass, which is Pulse Chain and other. Hopefully, we've heard from Richard that he wants to create other projects like the exchange and other things that he wants to see. So why not organize, right, in a way where the community organizes itself in a very beautiful manner.
So I think they're getting ready to play the music for us to stop our acceptance speeches. But yeah, absolutely. Like, shout out to Richard, of course. Mm-hmm. Like, every time, you can tag him in a post or direct message him and let him know, make a 1-minute testimonial video and, really show your appreciation. That goes a long way in all of us. When people thank us for the work that we do, then it really gives us a lot of energy. And also thank you to Dominic for the $10 super sticker. Shout out to you. We appreciate that. And
so 10 euros, isn't it?
Are we all wrapped up here? Oh yeah. 10 euros. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all wrapped up. Oh, who slipped in? Hey, ALLin, how you doing? What's up, buddy?
I haven't talked to you yet because there's just so much going on. Right now, we are doing a German stream, so it would be awesome if you could wrap that up and then afterwards,
we're wrapping up already.
Away.
So yeah, we're gonna get out. Anyway. So thanks, ALLin, for all your help. Okay.
Gotcha.
Thank you,
TMoney.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Tuesday, Quant Gang. Thursday, Hex Therapy. Every other Saturday, Hex Conference. And then pop-up streams for the U.S. Road Tour. We'll see you in Chicago, baby.
All right. See you guys.